My name is Andrew Fischer, and I'm the lead designer on the brand new Cosmere RPG. Today, I want to talk about one of the game's key features, the plot die. Whenever you do something in the game with a chance of failure, you're going to resolve a test in a way you're probably familiar with. You're going to roll a d20, add a skill modifier, and compare it to a difficulty to see whether you succeed or fail. But on some tests, the GM might call for you to raise the stakes, and you roll this plot die along with the d20. The GM is going to raise the stakes on tests that are particularly risky, dramatic, or pivotal to the plot. If the plot die rolls a blank, nothing happens. Your test is going to proceed as normal. If the plot die rolls an opportunity, you get a positive side effect, whether or not you succeed or fail on the test. If instead it rolls a complication, you're going to get a negative side effect, but you do get to add the modifier to your test, increasing your chances of success. Coming up with the outcomes of these opportunities and complications can make the results of your test so much more rich and dynamic, and can help you engage your players in the storytelling at the table. You can think of these opportunities and complications as on an entirely different axis from the success or failure of the test. As an example, let's say that one of your players is trying to pick the door to a Ghostblood hideout in one of the war camps as a high storm looms on the horizon. So on this axis, we have whether they succeed or fail. Do they get through the door, or does it remain locked? Then on this axis down here, we have whether they get an opportunity or a complication. So let's say they succeed at getting through the door, but they get a complication. So they pick the lock, but maybe the Ghostbloods heard them and are waiting on the other side in ambush. Alternatively, maybe they failed the test, but got an opportunity. In that case, they don't get the door open, but while they're working, maybe they hear a slight cough, and now the group knows that the Ghostbloods are lying in ambush and can approach the situation from a different angle. But what constitutes a side effect on this axis is totally wide open, and you can even collaborate with your players to come up with ideas. Your player might have rolled that complication, and the group goes, "Oh no, does that mean the high storm is arriving?" And that might not have been what you were planning, but it's too good of a suggestion to pass up. In that way, you can engage your players and collaborate on telling the story of your opportunities and complications. So go grab your plot die and get the Cosmere RPG books now on Drive-Thru RPG, or in physical stores on October 29th.